You know about me, you don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, the better gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent, a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, cheetah, run up and I'm airing the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL start. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds and the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Giants, first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cromartie up to make the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he's out of bounds at 3rd down here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Steelers now in the nick. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Steelers, nothing.
And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Pittsburgh.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says,
oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Steelers.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Now a handoff looking right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back to throw here. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And Tate's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
That catch good for only a couple. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. You still one more game to get to before we put a bow on Week 1. It comes up at the conclusion of this one. Titans and Broncos in the AFC from Mile High, and that ought to be one worth staying up for. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
To number 32.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6.
38-yard line.
Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
The throw over the middle taken in. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa God would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Sack there by Cameron Hayward, an all-pro in the 2019 season. He's been consistently good throughout his career. 29 sacks in his last 3 seasons.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
2nd and 5 at at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Giants are going to jump back in front.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Now here's Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a pickup of 6.
3rd inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point now by Boswell. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. He's back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And Tate's got it. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 and the 4. It's a 3-yard, and this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. 36 seconds remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And a Steeler 1st down.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Boswell for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Pittsburgh, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown.